My name is Sushumna Roy, President of Softpath Systems based in Metro Atlanta. Softpath is a 23-year-old global award-winning technology, guidance, and services company catering to commercial organizations and government agencies. Very excited to be here with you today on this live talk programmed by US Pan Asian American Chamber of Commerce. USPAC's vision is to be recognized as the premier educational, training, and networking organization that connects business to government, open doors to contract, provide professional and educational opportunities to Asian Americans and their partners in Fortune corporations, government entities, nonprofit, and minority business community. USPAC has been bringing exciting conversations from key corporations to your office, giving you a virtual front row experience, asking questions that you and I have always wanted to ask these executives that can provide guidance to run our businesses and thrive. As a part of that programming, today we are featuring Trane Technologies. Trane Technologies is celebrating its 110th anniversary as a global climate innovator by leading the world to a cleaner, comfortable, energy efficient, sustainable indoor environments for commercial buildings, homes, and industries. I am so thrilled and honored to have their Senior Manager, Supplier Sustainability and Diversity, Ms. KeeKee Mathis, on this episode of Live Talk to share more insights about doing business with such an incredible company. Also, Trane Technologies has been ranked by Fortune magazine as 18th and first in its industry as world's most admired company. Welcome, KeeKee. Great to have you with us today. Floor is yours.
Thank you so much. And thank you for that warm introduction of both Trane Technologies and myself. Once again, KeeKee Mathis, Senior Leader for Supplier Sustainability and Diversity at Trane Technologies, now celebrating my second anniversary on tomorrow. What a journey with Trane Technologies. Some of my core is I have about 28 plus years of purchasing experience. That includes purchasing processes and procedures, sourcing, implementation of systems, supplier diversity, and now supplier sustainability. Previously, my role included me managing and leading the Volkswagen Group of America Supplier Diversity Initiatives. I ran a very robust program, award-winning program there, and plan on bringing that energy and drive here to Trane Technologies. As I expressed, 2 years in, and last year we already been recognized 10 different awards. 2 Corporations of the Year, one through, yes, USPAC. Thank you so much, USPAC. The second through Tri-State Minority Supplier Development Council, also winning Corporate Representative of the Year through the Tri-State Council, top 20 in the NMSDC, top 20 in the NBIC, and most recently being recognized by the CDP as a Sustainable Supplier Engagement Leader. So we're definitely making a mark within the world, the nation, and within our organization for sustainability and diversity.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. And first and foremost, congratulations on your second year anniversary and all those accolades that Trane Technologies, has received in the last year. What a fabulous organization to work for.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. And now straight to the exciting conversation that our audience is, especially our suppliers, are like me or waiting to hear from you. How to do business with Trane Technologies, how to become a vendor partner. What are those key attributes you're looking at? And how do businesses like mine play to win?
Well, I must say, great question, number one. And number two, it is not easy, I must say, to become, you are aware, to become a supplier. And what I like to say is partner, right? You all are our partners. We partner together to ensure that our customers are satisfied, our products meet satisfaction. So you are our partner, right? I don't refer to the partners as suppliers or vendors. I try to get away from using that verbiage. So partners, right? Mm-hmm. So part of our strategic sourcing process is, of course, Trane Technologies. We receive the highest quality goods and services possible while supporting suppliers who operate ethically and sustainably, right? So that is key here at Trane Technologies. During our supplier selection, our global procurement leadership team uses a supplier decision matrix to actually help to make those decisions and to empower our procurement officers to consider not only just the price, but also look at other things, right? Like supply chain resiliency, total value to our customers, and then also to consider supplier diversity, sustainability, quality, and risk. So all of these are actually gauged and measured within the matrix. And then we also have a third party provider that actually helps us to do an analysis of the financial stability of the supplier and then also the reputational risk. So there's different layers and a lot that goes on in defining our partners and who we want to have these partnerships with. But using that decision matrix actually help us to come to a decision as who are the top candidates to be those partners with us. And then we'll, of course, go on into commercial negotiations after that.
Fantastic. Thank you once again. So ethics, integrity, sustainability, resilience, financial stability are some of the key things that Trane does look at. Wonderful.
Correct.
We're so
Correct.
glad that you were able to share with us. And I hope all our suppliers are paying attention and taking notes of this valuable information that KeeKee just shared with us. So you just alluded to the fact prior to this call about certification and the emphasis on certification of being a diverse, and certified company. How important it is for businesses to be certified, to be impaneled as a vendor to Trane, and what certifications do your existing suppliers hold?
Great question. So it is very important for us to even be able to claim those minority and diverse dollars. A supplier must be certified. We currently accept any and all certifications currently. The types of certifications are very important to validate for organizations such as Trane Technologies, right? To ensure that the supplier is currently confirmed in the U.S. and actually has grounds on U.S. territories, right? It also confirms the 51% ownership of minority or diverse ownership. And of course, along with that, it also confirms the financial stability of these organizations and to make sure that their operations are actually managed and controlled on a day-to-day basis by that 51% ownership of minority or diverse ownership. So it's very important to have those type of certifications because it once again kind of checks the box for us that this is a partner that we can securely do business with. And then, of course, there's several different avenues or organizations that you can utilize to get certified. Some of the top-notch ones that just come to the top of my mind, of course, the one and only USPAC, right? USPAC, of course, is a huge organization to certify suppliers. You also have the National Minority Supplier Development Council, or the NMSDC, which is the umbrella of the affiliate regional councils as well. And there are a total of 23 regional councils that you can get certified through. And then, of course, you have WeBank. But that's just to name a few of some of the top organizations that you can get certified. You can also get state certifications and things like that. But we really push for our suppliers to try to get certified through some of the ones that I just named.
You're so right. These organizations are so credible and their processes are so stringent. I am happy to say that our business is also certified by all these three top organizations that you just mentioned.
Wow.
There's a lot of value in them, in being a part of this circle. It's extremely helpful for businesses like mine. It has helped open many doors for us.
So, Sushumna, tell me a little bit about your experience with Trane Technologies as you are current partner with Trane Technologies. Tell the audience a little bit about how the connection worked. How did we meet? Where did we meet? And then tell them a little bit about how you're sustaining your business with Trane Technologies.
Absolutely happy to share that information, KeeKee. So our initial opportunity or the contact with Trane Technologies happened at the US PAC Celebration Conference in DC. It was in the year 2018, right? When the business was going great, the world economy was at its peak. So in 2018, at the conference, when I met Jackie LaJoy, we got a good time to spend with each other. And I had the opportunity to share more about our capabilities and learn what was happening at Trane and what challenges you all were facing. And the connection happened. So subsequently, I followed up post conference. We kept in touch. And then the following year, at one of the events, I think it was again at the celebration, she introduced me to your procurement team, which was a great opportunity because I got that one on one meeting and I could share in depth about our business and how we were going to be an asset for Trane Technologies should we be given an opportunity, right? So post that conversation again, I diligently stayed in touch, and it takes time. So in the middle of the worst pandemic that this world has ever seen, in November 2020, if I recall, we saw an RFP from Trane Technologies. So we received this RFP, we completed it in a couple of months. It was like a glimmer of hope, right? The total economy fallout, and we see this company that's looking for vendors, especially diverse suppliers, to bring into their supply chain. And it was a great opportunity for a company like us. So we completed it, had some presentations, discussions, and finally, I think in the end of 2021, October, is when we received a confirmation that we were going to be awarded in a couple of categories for Trane Technologies as a vendor partner. So this was exciting for us. But what is interesting throughout the process is that the procurement team was extremely responsive, communicating at all stages, and truly intentional about onboarding diverse suppliers, despite the fact that it was virtual for not just for us, but even for your company. And we had meetings with multiple people at different, locations virtually, and the process was seamless. It was a great opportunity for our business, and we are truly grateful, for this reason that, we are being able to continue to perform well and sustaining our relationship even now.
Great. Sounds like the perfect connection, perfect opportunity at the perfect place, right? US
Right,
PAC celebration. So,
right.
and I love the fact that you brought up being deliberate and intentional. That is a key factor
Mhm.
with corporations. We must be deliberate, we must be intentional in trying to connect with our diverse and minority suppliers, trying to develop them, trying to grow them, because at the end of the day, we want them to grow right alongside of us, right?
Right.
Great. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. And my next question to you is, what are some of the resources available and recommended to small and diverse businesses who are looking to work with Trane Technologies?
Oh, yeah. So we have a series of resources that can be utilized at any time just to learn more about Trane or to learn how to do business as a diverse supplier, so on and so forth. If you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll probably see a series of different links and things, information there that's running across the screen. But first, I will tell you, go to tranetechnologies.com, right? Go to
Mhm.
tranetechnologies.com. Please check out our supplier sustainability page, our supplier diversity page. We have ESG reporting that is out there. It's a very good read. It's a lengthy read, but it's a very good read as to what we're all about when it comes to supplier sustainability and diversity. And then we also have our code of conduct out there, our partner code of conduct for you all to read too. And then last and certainly not least, of course, you have myself, you have my team as a valuable resource that you can reach out to at any given time. To discuss supplier diversity and our processes, purchasing processes, opportunities. We are definitely readily available to have those conversations with suppliers.
Thank you again for sharing that information. And I think the audience can see the ticker at the bottom of the screen. Fantastic. Now that Trane is a global climate innovator, a leader in innovation, furthering values and legacy of its founders, I'm sure Trane has a specific goal and effort to include sustainability in the supply chain. On this note, I would like you to share how this affects suppliers and what should we be doing too.
Great question. So I actually have the distinct honor and privilege of leading both the supplier sustainability and diversity
Mhm.
programs or initiatives. So our triple bottom line, number one, is people first, planet second, and then profit third. As we know, supplier diversity is a core pillar that falls under sustainability or ESG, meaning environmental, social, and governance. Diversity, of course, falls under the actual social pillar. So me and my team, we actually provide many different trainings, workshops to all suppliers, diverse and non-diverse, but also ensuring and including diverse suppliers. I think it's very important to make sure that they know and understand the sustainability efforts as well. And then also that our non-minority diverse suppliers also understand that diversity is a huge pillar within sustainability. And we actually have a commitment to diversity, and we also want them to be committed to supplier diversity as well. But we also make sure that we are very engaged with those suppliers, our suppliers, making sure we invite them to any and all workshops, that they have availability to any literature that's out there when it comes to sustainability and our efforts, and just some of the key components that we are monitoring, engaging, and we're actually doing surveys with our suppliers. Is, of course, zero waste to landfill, zero wasted water, 10% reduction in energy, zero safety, loss in safety and lives. But also we're monitoring now conflict minerals is something that we're surveying and monitoring now, and along with human trafficking. So those are a lot of the things that we're actually looking at with our suppliers. There's a scorecard out there for our suppliers. If you are a supplier with us, especially a preferred supplier, then we are holding you accountable for these required and mandatory surveys so that we can be doing and make sure we're doing our due diligence as far as making sure that trying to make this world a better place, basically, when it comes to sustainability and diversity.
Oh, that's impressive. Thank you for very useful and pertinent information, right? So people first, planet next, and profit last.
Correct.
I got to note that down. So Trane operates on those sustainable pillars for the globe, right? It's a remarkable company that you're working for. And we are so glad to have that opportunity to be providing services to such an incredible company once again.
Thank you, and glad to have you a part of our team.
Thank you. So, as we are getting closer to the conference, what are some tips and suggestions you have for our audience that will be attending? The conference is packed with sessions, matchmaking, pitches to showcase your business. What is it that you recommend that suppliers do to prepare ahead of time and optimize those 3 days that they get?
Ooh, yes, great question. So, number one, I'm going to say this: get registered. Get registered today. So please go to uspac.com. If you go up to the very top of the page, you will see USPAC Celebration. Just click on the tab and you can register very easily, right? So in order to get registered, you just will take those steps. But some ideas, tips, and tricks as far as actually for going to the actual celebration or the conference. Number two is tell your fellow suppliers, right? Tell corporations about it. Spread the word, because this is a place to make great connections. You just heard the story of Softpath and Trane Technologies, right? It is a perfect opportunity to network, make those connections, make those deals, and walk away feeling accomplished. Another thing you can do is create a one-pager. None of us want to leave that conference with that book, right? We don't want to walk away with the thick book. So create that one pager, or now even digital. You can do anything digital now as far as providing your one pagers or your capability statements. But within those capability statements, make sure that you're including, of course, the name of your company, what it is, the goods and services that you provide, some of the key actual customers that you have that you're currently doing business with. Would be key as well. Another thing is to do your research, right? Do your research for the potential customers that you're going to approach. For instance, Trane Technologies. We're not a technology company, nor do we build trains. So I highly suggest and recommend that you do your research to find out what Trane Technologies is all about. There's so much valuable information out there as to what we do. I will name just one more thing. This last conference that I was at, I actually had a supplier to approach me, and she had a flip chart. She actually had a laminated flip chart of all her potential customers that she planned on pursuing or approaching on that day. And when she got to the Trane Technologies card and flipped it over, it said Trane Technologies. It had my booth number. It had who the key point of contact was, who was myself. It had my picture so she could quickly identify who I was. She put out there the mission, our accomplishments, things that we're looking for, opportunities that she had looked into before, and things that she was trying to pursue new opportunities. So that I thought that was awesome to actually have that type of material and that type of content with you so you can quickly just go through and see who your potential customers are. So those are just some tips and tricks. I could probably name a few more, but those are just a few tips and tricks from my side or my standpoint that you can take with you to this conference to ensure that you're successful.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think this customer did leave a mark on you, right? With her meeting, her preparedness, by doing her homework.
Yes.
So definitely, that is impressive. We will take notes of that one too. And for me personally, celebration has been one of a kind of venue, right? It promotes business sustainability, collaboration, innovation. And personally, for me, I have made some lasting friendships too. And it's not just a business experience per se, but a good place to get a cultural experience too. You go to so many conferences, this is unique. It's of its own kind, right? It's business and cultural. So it has been a great experience for me attending celebration over the years. And this year, I'm very excited that it'll be happening from June 6th to 8th at Westgate in Las Vegas, Nevada. Fantastic location to have the
It
conference.
is. It is.
And I hope we can meet with you again, continue to engage in conversations, where we left off here, and our suppliers get an opportunity to spend some time with you and learn, and clarify any questions they may have with you in person. I hope we'll see you there too.
Yes, thank you so much for this opportunity. And the last thing I'd just like to leave you with is see you at Celebration, US PAC, Las Vegas. See you there.
Thank you so much once again, KeeKee, for your time today. We appreciate your insights and expert guidance on how to do business with Trane Technologies, all the best practices to be a supplier, vendor partner, in your words. And we are certainly excited to see each and every one of you at Celebration and continue our conversations and get more business, win more business.
That's the goal.
Thank you.
Take care.